Welcome, everybody, to what should be a memorable experience for everybody here in the building. The Big 12 Championship game has a history of wild, dramatic finishes, and based on this matchup today, we could be in for another one. There's a lot more at stake than a championship trophy here today. There's playoff positioning and potentially just getting into the playoff on the line as well. So the stakes have never been higher. And we'll see the number 14 team in the country, the Baylor Bears, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the Utah Utes. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. Returner tackle right there. That's what will start the drive. So Utah's special teams don't do the offense any favors with that return. And as this quarterback takes the field, eager to see how he plays today. There's a certain gravity about him. You can tell from the warm-up song the way the team responds and rallies around him. Can he come through on a big stage here?
Yep, this guy is their Superman. And when that opening kickoff is kicked up into the air, his cape goes on. He sets everything into place, gets the offense out of jams, does it in pressure situations. He's the arms and legs of this offensive system, but also the heart of this team.
Caught quickly. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. It's 3rd and 6, a challenging spot here on the opening drive. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. A short completion to the tight end. And he will make the first down, tackled at the 26.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big 3rd down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down. The Utes are moving quickly down the field. And in first down, right back to the running game. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Well, Chris, if you go back to yesterday, the offensive coordinator, he seemed to be very confident in the script that he put together. Now we can see why. Controlling the line of scrimmage, allowing his back to have room to run, and when he can run the football like that, get ready for the play action and deep shots downfield.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Looking to scramble. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They'll go down after a nice pickup on the play. That'll be a first down. The Utes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And they finally bring him down at the 5. The offense really threatening now.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, this guy's already over 30 yards on the opening drive of this game. Another nice play right here. If this defense can't stop him, just keep.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Utes. Setting the tone early, Kirk. How about the execution? Opening drive of a conference championship game.
Yeah, Chris, I'm with you. Usually it takes you maybe a series or two to just kind of get settled in, especially with all the hype. But not this offense. Got to give them a lot of credit. They were ready to go, and it really showed up on that opening drive.
He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. And the returner is brought down. So Baylor's offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
We start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Heading left after the handoff. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Sideline catch made, but out of bounds short of the first down.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And
the sophomore able to get home with the sack.
Well, whenever you see a team deciding to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, as a defensive player, you got to be thinking, hey, we got him right now. And they dial up the blitz, get after him, and come up with a sack.
And he's going to get run out of bounds after a small pickup on the return. And the Utah offense takes the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Looks like he's going to run it. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently of protecting the quarterback. It all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Quarterback escapes the pocket. Eludes a tackle. He's got enough for the first down and still going. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah. Kicking team on now for the extra point. With the PAT, they take a 14-0 lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? And the returner will be brought down. So here comes the Baylor offense out of the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Moves the ball to the 25. Good enough for a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. The shotgun handoff here. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Great job on the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Critical third down play for this offense right here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. There's no one to throw to there on third down. And now it's a fourth down coming up. The Bears will bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. On the return, it's Woods. And they've got the returner corralled. This should be the last play of the quarter. He hands it to the back. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the first quarter. And it's Utah in the lead here. And as we reach the end of one, the lead is starting to mount. Let's take a quick look at the first quarter stats before we move on. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Look at him run through those tacklers. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Inside the 10. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Finds his target. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the Utes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Nice grab. It's Woods. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And he's got it. Touchdown, Utes.
Well, that's just textbook right there. Great timing and recognition by the quarterback. Great route by this receiver. He gave a nice stem to the outside before he went to the post. Perfect timing, tough to defend, and an easy touchdown for this offense.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's got it inside the 15. Will be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. They're going to run it. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
Pass rush closing in. Just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's 4th down. The Bears will line up to boot it away. Running it back, it's Woods. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And the Utah offense takes the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure, and now it brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Defense is coming after him. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack. And the Utes hustle to the line to run the hurry up. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Finds his man. Has the first down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
I thought the defense did a pretty good job here on this 4th down, but how about the quarterback? Throws an absolute laser to get that one in there for the first down.
Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And he goes down right there. That's more than enough for a first down. The Utes pick up enough for a first down here. Hand off to the single back. Will he score here? And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Utah. They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. Tech on the PAT again, and it's 28-0. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. A pop pass on the jet sweep. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Here's the 2nd down play. Keeping it on the ground here. He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. He's a wide-open receiver, complete. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. Pass is caught. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4. Offense operating at high tempo now. No huddle. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Under pressure, just lets it go. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit. After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. Offense looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch downfield. They get him at the 42. Good enough for a 1st down. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. He'll try a pass here. Goes to the sideline, steps out after a short gain. Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. Looking to throw yet again. Fires it. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Short return tackle made in the 27. A crucial takeaway.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in his own coverage. But, as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So, timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. And the pass is incomplete. Empty set now. 5 wide receivers. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he lofts it toward the sideline. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Utes. Made the defense look slow that time. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. There's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. No turnover. Offense recovers the fumble. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy. That sack sets up a 2nd down and long. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air.
Because that's another sack for this guy. That's back-to-back plays. This guy's been able to get to this quarterback. Man, he is in a zone and feeling good right now. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm either rolling away from that guy or you got to think about double-teaming him just to keep him out of the backfield.
Now, wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. And quarterback's mistake will place the ball even closer to their own end zone. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. And he's able to send the punt away. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. Just time enough for one more play in the half. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he's going to rifle this one deep to the left side. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Utah.
That's playing to the echo of the whistle here in this first half. They just keep pouring it on. Why not just continue to be aggressive? It's worked out so far for them. What a big lead they've worked up now here in this first half.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, a first half that gave us some riveting moments, not to mention the dramatic and the unexpected. In other words, a dynamite start to the Big 12 championship.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Offense getting set, second down play here. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
The Bears will line up on 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
A gain makes it second and medium. Motion now from the tight end. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And he's brought down, but that strong stiff arm earned him the first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do that.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And they bring him down. Blocker has not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Defense makes the stop. The screen pass doesn't produce a first down. And now it's 4th down. The Bears will send the punt team onto the field. On to kick now for the 5th time today. And the punt lands out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they'll spot it here. And the Utah offense takes the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down. So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. He's going to take another shot right here. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. Incompletion makes it 2nd down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And now another deep ball here. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here. First down here for this offense. Tight end goes in motion. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
The defense coordinator this week already telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
We'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
The Bears will line up to punt it away. Forced to kick it away for the 6th time. And the punt heads out of bounds. They're going to spot this very near the goal line. And the Utes offense takes the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Running out of time in the pocket. Escapes the pocket. In the clear at the 25. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
Ball handed off. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle finally made, but it's a huge gain. They'll spot it at the 34. The Utes lining up here on 1st and 10. Back's got it again. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, Utes. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. Game-breaking speed for the running back to reach the end zone. That is just priceless for an offense.
Chris, that back was able to find that crease in the defense. Let's give credit to the big fellas up front for creating that crease. They all played a key role in that score.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Caught in the backfield. It's Balcassoon. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
A couple things that really stood out to me here, Chris, on this nice play by the corner. Awareness to be able to see the wide receiver screen, and then the willingness to get involved in run support and make the tackle. Great play.
After the first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 17. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. He shows off the juking ability, but not much room to run. It's a short gain. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Returner is brought down. Gets it started on the next drive. And it lead here. Hasn't been much of a contest so far, and the stats will reflect that. And the Utah offense takes the field. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Jukes to get past a man. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
What a shot, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
When these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football.
And he's going to float this one to the right side. Touchdown, Utah. And the route is on. They're setting out to try the PAT. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Now they get set to kick it away. And it's field of returner trying to create good field position here. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Catch made on the right side. And he shoved out of bounds, but the defense short of the first down marker. Second down play coming up. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. And he'll drop back here on third down. Junior steps up and makes an impact play. And the Bears will bring their punt team onto the field. And we've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And the Utah offense takes the field. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone. First and 10 now for the offense. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there. As this clock continues to wind down, this offense has had a great
touchdown, Utes. And this one is getting ugly.
The coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
What an amazing run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves